welcome back to my channel. So today's video we went a bit fancy with the ding-a-ling earrings and a bit of gold cut crease, well, half cut crease prom makeup look. So I actually did team up with Eye of Horus to create this look. They sent me a few of their palettes and also like liquid liners and things like that, but I fell in love with the golden liquid liner. Oh, that's why I kind of based the whole eye makeup look on this one liner. Hence I came up with like a bronzy eye. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave, and let's get straight to the video. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with these eyeshadow palettes from Eye of Horus. I'm going to be grabbing the Matte Dark Tempress first as a transition shade. So I'm going to go in with the middle shade first, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. I'm going to be using the Morphe M441. So what I always do is I always start off where the brow is and where the eye ends. So I kind of just start my eyeshadow just right there. And I feel like it gives me a perfect shape every time I start just there. I'm just going to work this in like this. And I'm going to put this all over my crease section. What I'm doing here is I'm also kind of blending it upwards, you know, so that as I go along it's also blending it really seamlessly on the edges and also back and forth. So now with the darker shade, which is this one right here, it's not got like a specific, oh yes it does, this is the Dark Dynasty shade. Same brush, and then tap off the excess, and then I'm going to just work this on the crease as well, because I want to deepen up the corners a bit more. And then I'm just going to blend upwards and back and forth. I'm going slightly below the first transition shade, just so that it doesn't kind of rule over the first transition shade, if that makes sense. Just so that it's not too blocky and it gives you a really nice kind of gradient effect. And then tilt my brush sideways, and then kind of just work that out onto the transition shade we did earlier. So I'm just going to keep on adding the dark colour on until I'm quite happy with the intensity of it. And I'm literally just patting it on, and then I'm going to just blend it in circular motions back and forth. Think I'm alright with that. Looking good. So now with a smaller brush, I'm going to be using the Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just going to deepen up just here. And I'm going to be using the same dark brown shade, which is this one. I'm just going to deepen up the outer corners a little bit more. I'm not going to be putting it any higher than this section. And then I'm going to tilt my brush sideways again, and then I'm going to just blend it outwards a tiny bit. That'll do, donkey. So now, okay, brace yourself. I'm about to do a half cut crease that I've not done in so long. So let's pray to God that this will work out. To create the cut crease, I'm just gonna grab a flat top brush. And I really don't know where this is from. I think it's from Superdrug, and it doesn't really have a name or anything. So it's obviously one of those cheap ones that I just grabbed, and it works really well, so. And then I'm gonna grab the NARS concealer in Chantilly. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my hand, just like that. And then I'm going to just grab a bit on the flat top brush. And this is when we're gonna start creating the curvature of the half cut crease. You have to bear with me, I can't talk while doing this process. It's literally like a surgical little process, you know. So it's gonna be a little bit quiet at this point, so I'll probably just add some music. Turn it up. I'm just going to stop halfway. Round about, if you look forward, it's probably round about where your iris is that what it's called? The middle of your eye. Probably I'm going to stop around a little bit more. Then I'm going to stop around there. Yeah, there. So then I'm going to grab my Studio Fix powder again. I'm just going to set it using the same flat top brush. And the reason I'm doing this is just so that the concealer won't kind of smudge all over the lids, and so that the shadows that I'm going to add on later will kind of blend seamlessly on top of that concealer. Okay, so now once that's all set, I'm gonna go in with the darker shadow again. And then I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like neaten up the edges with that dark shadow. Like you for me. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab the concealer brush and I'm just going to kind of do this to clean up a bit. I know, lazy, right? And then I'm going to grab the Sun Goddess palette and I'm going to use the shimmery shade. So with the darkest shimmer shade first, I'm going to pat that on the middle of the lid. Behind, all in my mind, wanting to go out with you. I'm then going to go in with the lighter shade, which is the middle shade right here. And I'm going to be putting this on my inner parts of the eye. And again, I'm just going to be tapping it on. Okay, so now I'm going to blend in this section right here because it's looking a little bit dodgy. So I'm going to grab the M506 brush and then I'm going to grab the lightest transition shade first. And I'm going to just kind of pat it on in the middle and then just blend it like this. You don't want to go too far in as well because then it'll kind of ruin the little cut crease that we did. So just the little edges and then kind of just going back and forth like this. Then I'm going to go in with the darkest shade and I'm also going to do the same by tapping it in and then going back and forth. So it kind of gives you a really nice gradient to the shimmer shimmer. Now for the fun part. Sorry. I'm going to be grabbing the Eye of Horus Alchemy, however you say that, gold liquid metals. And I'm just going to put this right above the half cut crease that I did. I feel like this adds a little bit of like a bougie feel to it, you know? Okay, I can't talk when I'm doing this now. But you'll see what I mean. I'll go a little bit closer. There we go. The top lid is basically done. I'm then going to go in with a brow sculpture brush, but I'm actually going to use the flat top side to kind of connect my lower lash line to my top. So I'm just going to grab the darker shade again and I'm just going to run this all over my lower lash line. I'm then going to go in with the Bronze Goddess pencil in the shade Bronze. And I'm just going to put this on my lower lash line. I'm not going to put it on my waterline because I just want to kind of smoke out the lower lash line. Okay, for the eyeliner, I'm not going to wing it or anything. I'm just going to draw a really thin line. So I'm basically going to tight line. And I'm going to use the Liquid Define eyeliner. And I'm just going to run a really thin line on my upper lash line. What I've also noticed about this eyeliner, it doesn't smudge or it doesn't kind of, what do you call it when it goes here? Like smudge. But usually when I wear eyeliner, it always goes on my lower lash line. But this eyeliner doesn't do that, so I'm really impressed with this. So now I'm going to add mascara on my lower lashes and I'm going to be trying out their Goddess mascara. Okay, so now I'm just going to add my falsies and then that pretty much completes the eye look. So that's pretty much it for the eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do give it a big fat thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. I will list all the products that I've used in the tutorial down in the description box below. I hope you have an amazing time at prom. I'm sure you will look absolutely fabulous no matter what makeup look you go for. But if you do go for this makeup look, do hashtag Charmie Janee so I can see your makeup looks. I would absolutely love to check it out if you do decide to recreate this look. Do let me know what you want to see next, what makeup look you want us to see next. And also follow me on Instagram to stay up to date on any of my makeup looks. And yeah, I will see you guys on my next video. Bye!